Hi you guys. Dare I say we might be back in the swing of things? I wanted to review the brand new Charlotte Tilbury Unreal Skin Sheer Glow Tint for a few reasons. One, because it's new, and two, because I have not been wearing foundation recently. I've just been wearing concealer and blush and some mascara, and I've been going. I saw this in store, so I picked it up immediately. Some people like it, some people don't. It's supposed to be hydrating, have light coverage, it is cruelty-free. The finish is radiant, which I really enjoy because personally I have very, very dry skin. There are 20 shades in the line. There is a hyaluronic acid blend, vitamin E, and daikon radish seed oil. I've never heard of that in makeup, so I'm kind of a little concerned. I have this hair that just keeps getting in my mouth. I've never heard of daikon radish seed oil in makeup, but I love to eat a daikon radish. It's supposed to increase moisture and glowiness and firmness over time. This is supposed to be super easy to use. Just apply, blend, and go. I purchased the shade Air 3, and I swatched all of them in Sephora, and I felt like this was my best match. Currently, I'm somewhere in between an NC15 and an NC20. And let's put it over a tattoo and see what this is like just on the hand. Okay, that seems very sheer once blended out, but it definitely gives you something. Feels moisturizing. I'm not picking up a fragrance, so let's see how it does on my face. And I will be updating you at the end of the night how this wore over the entirety of the day. So I'm just gonna go ahead and apply this to the center of my face, my nose, my chin, and right in between my eyebrows, maybe a little under my eyes. And then I'm going to blend this out with the BK Beauty 106. And we'll go from there. And let's zoom you in. There we go. Whatever that laugh is. It's the laugh I do when I feel like I've figured something out. Just, it's, yeah. Well, I'll tell you what, the self-deprecating humor hasn't changed. We're still here. All right, I feel like this is definitely glowy. Really not getting much coverage at all, which I personally am on the train of right now. But if you're looking for something to give you like a light coverage, like it said, I'm not picking up light coverage. I would say this is definitely sheer, almost like a corrector. So I'm just gonna apply a little more along my face here. Okay. I don't feel like it's picking up on my larger pores, which I do struggle with larger pores. I'm not quite sure how this is gonna do in the summer heat, like the wear time. But again, I have not been really paying too much attention to wear time when it comes to foundations because I've just been wearing concealer. I have to say, I do feel almost like a tightening effect. This definitely has shimmer in it, which I'm not opposed to right now. But if my skin were any drier, or I had any areas that I would be concerned about texture right now, I think that this would be not good for my skin. So I'm gonna let this sit on my skin for a bit. You guys can see what it looks like. From far away, not bad. Let's zoom in, I'll show you where the only concern I have is right between my eyebrows, which is where my skin is really dry. So there's that. I feel like it almost had a hard time blending out. I feel like if I would have used a stiffer, firmer brush, maybe it would have blended out a little more, like a little better. Or even my fingers. There's definitely, I mean, y'all, there's visible shimmer. If you don't like shimmer, you're not gonna like this. Wow, okay. I kind of dig it just because I've been liking stuff like this recently. I'm on the fence. It almost looks like if you were to wear fuller coverage all of the time, I feel like this would almost be like a primer, like a prep. All right, you guys, some time has passed. I filmed another video, which is a tutorial on this look, but it's trying new makeup. Some stuff was great and some stuff was like, what is going on? Let's go over how I feel about the Charlotte Tilbury Unreal Sheer Glow Tint Stick, Foundation Stick. You guys know how I feel about long names. I just feel like they're tags for the internet, which I get it. That's how people find things these days. I personally am really liking it more as the time goes on. I will say this, there is still visible shimmer all over my face. So if you are not into that, again, you are not gonna like this. It plays well with other makeup. The one thing that I did notice is with the MAC Glow Play blush that I have on, and by the way, everything else I have on my face will be in the description below, but I felt like it made it patchy. So, and that was the only thing that I had on my skin that was different. So that was a little interesting. Maybe with like a cream pigmented product like the Glow Play blush, it's not as friendly. Maybe with a powder blush, I'm not quite sure. I'll have to play around with other formulations and keep you guys updated, but I felt like it made the blush a little bit patchy, so I had to work with that a little bit. But as far as like my bronzer, my concealer, my powder, my highlight, it played very well. So that's interesting to keep in mind. I'm loving it so far. I still have the rest of the night to go, dinner to eat, things like that. So I will see you guys in just a few hours at the end of the night. Let's do a little zoom in so you can see. And you guys let me know if I'm missing anything, but it's not picking up on my dryness anymore. I feel like it's really settled with my skin well. I at first noticed, I was like, is this white freckling? But that went away. I don't know, the warmth of my skin really kind of helped work it in. But I really like it so far. I hope it doesn't break me out. But here's my forehead. You guys know I'm usually dry right there. Usually dry around my nose, especially my chin. And I think we're kind of killing the game with this right now. I personally, someone who has very dry skin, I'm really liking it. I'm really liking the way that my skin feels. I was feeling that tightening feeling. I don't feel it anymore. That could be because I used a brush instead of my fingers. I'm trying to get into like different application methods with different products just for fun. I'm just trying to have fun. So far, so good. Hello, using a new camera. Update. I feel like the shimmer on this got more visible, but I don't mind it. And this is what our skin looks like. Are we completely plugged into the audio? Yeah. Listen, using a new camera, I hope it's working. But I feel like for what I'm liking right now, this is working. These are my real pores. There's no white freckling. I mean, I'm happy with this. So now I'm gonna take it off and see if my skin looks irritated or there's anything we need to address like that. But other than that, this is really shitty bathroom lighting, like really shitty. You know what I mean? Like it needs to be replaced, but you know what? Sometimes you're in shitty lighting. Pores, nose, chin. I mean, if anything, I feel like it got better over the day. So I'm gonna wash this off and see how it looks. Hopefully my skin isn't irritated. I am finished with taking this off and I don't feel like it irritated my skin at all. I'm just in my bedroom lighting. This was already irritated throughout here. I think it's just from stress. I don't know if you could consider this a foundation even though it's called a foundation. I will say this, I mean, for $46, it's pretty, it's shimmery, but do I feel like maybe you could find something comparable for a cheaper price? Probably. I mean, I like it. I'm gonna keep it and use it, especially throughout the summer, because I'm liking lighter skincare, more of like correctors, you know, and that's how I feel this is. I don't feel like it's even like light coverage. So if you're looking for something like that and you're really liking less coverage, girl, I think you might like this. And you like shimmer and you have dry skin, you might like this. If you're me, you might like this. Let me know in the comments the next foundation you'd like to see me review. I have a few lined up, but I would love to know what you're interested in. And give this video a like and share if you're feeling wild, and turn that bell on if you're feeling wilder. So thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys in the next one. This was fun. Thanks for sticking around. Bye, you guys.